9:40 this Wednesday morning, and in your community tonight, a legendary saxophonist and composer will take the stage at the Kodak Center playing some of the songs off his brand new album.
Yeah, this morning we're happy to have him in studio. For more, we're joined now by musician Boney James. Good morning, thanks for being here.
Good morning, thanks so much for having me.
I want to talk about the composing element and the musical element in just a second, but first I want to know about your name. How did you get the name?
Well, you know, I used to weigh probably 50 pounds less than I weigh now when I was younger, and I was working as a sideman, a backup musician for a singer named Randy Crawford back in about 1986, and she was very popular in Scandinavia, so we were over in Norway and Denmark, Sweden, and everything cost a fortune over there. So I said to one of the band members, man, I just stopped eating for the next couple days, just making a joke, and he said, you'll get all skinny enough to start calling you Boney James or something. And I said, please don't call me that. And that's how you get a nickname.
And then it stuck.
It stuck.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like a lot of musicians have these nicknames, right? It's not terribly unique, correct?
Yeah, I mean, like Sting, for instance, you know,
yeah.
He used to wear a sweater that his friends thought made him look like a bee, and they called him Sting, just to mess with him. And now he's Sting, and that's the same thing happened to me.
Oh my gosh. All right, so let's talk about the music. You know, you said that you've been playing for decades. We won't say how long, but decades. Tell us a bit about your musical journey.
Well, you know, like many kids when I was growing up, everyone pretty much signed up to learn an instrument in elementary school, and I wanted to play the trumpet. All they had at the store were clarinets, so I took one home, and then 2 years later the teacher leaned on me to switch to the saxophone, and as soon as I picked it up, it became my favorite thing to do, and it still is all these years later. I just love it.
Was it love at first sight when you picked it up?
Love at first sight. You know, I mean, I always loved music. I loved R&B music as a kid, and in that period when I was starting to play, 70s or so, there was a lot of saxophone on the radio, and so I was really excited to be able to participate on that level.
Was there any musician that really caught your attention to the point where you thought, I want to do that?
Yeah, actually, you know, when I was about 14, 1975-ish, a guy named Grover Washington Jr. had a big hit record, and that was the first guy I heard that was combining the saxophone, jazzy sound that I loved, with the R&B groove and song sort of structure that I loved. And that's kind of the tradition that I'm carrying on today.
At what point did you first say, I want to try and compose something of my own?
It was right around the time I was 13 or 14. I taught myself how to play the piano so I could work out chords, and I was off and running, you know, and now I've got 19 records that I've made.
19 records.
Yeah, it's incredible.
How do you keep them all straight?
I just somehow do, you know. A friend said, how do you remember all those songs? And I mean, I don't play them all every night, and sometimes if I'm going to add a song, just have to go refresh myself. But they are all part of me, so it's kind of just in there.
Do you...
No, go ahead.
Do you have favorites, though? Are there songs or are there albums that, you know, whether it's the circumstances surrounding that time in life or the particular lyrics in a song or a particular melody, is there something about one of those songs that you're like, man, that's my baby?
I'm usually most in love with the newish record, you know,
okay.
like the new record that I just dropped, like 10 days ago the new record came out, and I'm really in love with it, and I feel like it's my best work. But when I do hear my other stuff, you know, I don't really listen to my music once it's done, but if it comes across my perception, I often think, gee, that doesn't suck. So
he's actually pretty good.
There you go. Let's talk about your new album. What's it called?
The name of the new album is Slowburn, which is a phrase I love. You know, I actually looked it up in the dictionary to see exactly what slow burn means, and it says slow burn is a feeling that grows with a slow and deliberate intensity, which I thought was a really great phrase and concept. It applies very much to some of the music on the record and to my whole career in a way, because, you know, it's my 19th record. I've been doing this for 32 years, and yet I'm still growing. You know, my audience is building. We've got a top 10 single on the new CD on the R&B side, which is unusual for a sax player. So
I would take Slowburn over the alternative any day, because I mean, you pop and that's it.
Right.
Where Slowburn, again, you've got the sustainability of 19 albums.
That was always my goal, was just to be one of those artists that could stick around and have longevity. You know, because I'd love to just keep doing this until I keel over, hopefully somewhere, not that my tour manager has to deal with it.
Boney, I feel like you've got several decades ahead of you.
Yes.
So don't worry, tour manager.
Feeling strong.
Good.
Very good.
Good.
Well, we're going to hear from you coming up in just a little bit. You're going to stick around, so you should stick around too. We have much more to come with Boney James.
I've never seen a dog fight like that.
The dog has the capacity.
Welcome back. We are joined once again with saxophonist Boney James, who is performing tonight at the Kodak Center.
Yes, an exciting performance taking the stage 7:30. What do people need to know about the performance? What can they expect from at a Boney James concert?
Well, we are going to have a good time. That's one thing for sure. You know, sometimes people listen to my music and some of it is a little bit more introspective or moody, or but when we are there, you know, I come from a background of R&B music, and we're going to put on a show and involve the crowd and hopefully just take everyone away from whatever else they might be thinking about today.
Is the crowd pretty energetic? Are they more laid back? What is the overall feeling when you put on a show?
Oh, people are up and dancing, you know, for sure. That's our job, to get them up and dancing, and we're pretty good at it, if I say so myself.
So it's encouraged. You're not telling people to sit back down.
Oh,
okay,
no. It's not a concert, it's a party.
I like that.
Tell us about the other people on stage with you.
I've got an incredible band. Most of them played on the new CD that's out, so it's just incredible musicians. The drummer's been with me for, golly, 20 years, and bass player and I go way, way back, and a brand new keyboard player that's super talented, and the guitar player, Big Mike Hart, has some of his own music that was just recently #1 on the jazz charts as well, so it's a great band.
When you work with such talented musicians and you're working on producing a new album, the one you just released, how much collaboration is it in the writing process with these other musicians to get the sound you want?
Well, it's an interesting process, you know. I start everything myself, generally speaking, and then I will reach out to other people to help me finish things. I wrote a few songs on the record completely by myself, and a few are written with collaborators, co-writers. And then once you have the song written, then you have to make the arrangement and then the actual recording, and it continues to evolve. And when you bring different people's sensibilities into it, you know, the music grows to where even I couldn't have imagined it. So it's always very exciting and sort of a journey of discovery for me as well.
When you're standing on stage, what is one word you would use to describe it? Not excitement, but another word.
I would say joy. You know, yeah, that's my favorite thing to do, is to put on concerts. You know, I only discovered after I got into being a musician that I also loved writing and making records. But to be on stage, live music with the band, communicating with each other, and then the whole audience, and we're sharing this communal experience, it's a feeling that you cannot get anywhere else.
Is the music better live than it is in the recording studio?
Well, better is a problematic word, I think, in a way, because it's different. They're two different sides of the same coin. You know, and making a record is very meticulous and precise and something that's going to live forever. So you want it to embody a feeling that people are going to get regularly. You know, concerts, anything can happen, and it's that excitement of like skiing, as opposed to putting together a puzzle or a model or something.
That's an interesting way to look at it. I like it.
You've played at the Kodak Center one time. already.
Yes.
Now you have the show tonight. What is your message to Rochesterians who may be watching this?
Well, looking forward to playing, and I hope everyone is coming out, and you know, we're going to transport. That's what we're there for.
Show's at 7:30. Ticketing information. Do we buy them online? Do we get them at the door?
That's a good question. You know, if someone really wants to go, they can probably go to the venue website or my website, boneyjames.com, and there's an easy link to click on as well.
All right. We'll make sure to put that online for you so you can find that, foxrochester.com.
Yeah, gosh, it's been such a pleasure to chat with you this morning. We're going to ask you to play in just a second here. But, you know, what's next for you looking ahead? I know you said you're going to hopefully continue with the record-making process, but just looking ahead the next year.
Well, you know, we're in the midst of a big tour. We've been on the road for almost a month already, and we're going to continue to play shows throughout the end of this year and next year. And then eventually, I guess I'll go back in the studio and see what's new. But the main thing I'm going to be doing now is promoting the Slowburn CD, which is, you know, doing really, really well so far, and try and keep it going.
And people can buy that, yes?
The new record is available everywhere records are sold.
Great.
Perfect. What are we going to hear from you right now?
Oh, I'm just going to warble a little bit. This is a song that I recorded way back in the 90s, but some of you guys might recognize this. It was recorded by Bill Withers. I'm just going to play a little bit.
Okay. That was incredible.
Fantastic.
That was great. Watching the fingers go, it's fascinating.
That was
so
great.
much.
And I mean, you know, not that we were staring at you, but we were, and you know, we could see you kind of transport in a way into that joy that you were talking about.
Thank you so much. Yeah, well, I'm a different guy when I'm doing this, for sure.
It's magical. It's
Thankfully,
magical.
I don't think people would pay to come see me, but...
Well, they can. 7:30, Kodak Center. When we come back, don't go anywhere. Our final thoughts up next.